Right guys, so we're back. This is going to be a different series where we're actually going over some of our own past game jams, and I've got Will and Tim with me today.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, that was brilliant. Either way, we're basically going to be going back over some of our old game jam games and reviewing them. And the one we're looking at today is was this 2018 Global?
Yeah, second global.
Yeah, 2018 Global, the Lone Astronaut. Which, me personally, I would probably put as one of our worst games. I'm not sure about these two, but
I love it because I was in charge of making it look pretty.
in terms of aesthetics, it's one of our best looking games. It's just in terms of the overall game and the gameplay.
I will concede it has some down points. I still like it overall, but it's got a couple of things in there that I'm sure we'll come across.
Yeah, like honestly, the aesthetics are beautiful. It's like I'll put in a picture of the top of this, but Will did make like a desktop background out of this, and we were all using it for like months afterwards. It's absolutely beautiful. It's just the gameplay.
I actually still have that underneath my wallpaper engine. I never changed it. It's on
Anyway,
Reddit.
so let's
So that's a thing called spatial audio blending, which is designed to be the further away from something you get, audio has drop-off, so it still seems directional, but it fades away as you get further away. There are certain things you can do that will really destroy that.
We forgot to lock the cursor.
I like how we've been sat here just like, oh, this is a great game, it's very beautiful. There's just a few things we've done nothing but complain as soon as we got in.
Well, the thing is, it's
okay.
like, look at these guys, like, got like nice little robots to walk around. We've got like, I don't know what this little car's doing. We've got food, like, it looks wise, it's like not bad.
Have a look at the little screen over there. There's like a real-time screen. The player actually moves on it and stuff. Don't have animations. But,
Yeah,
it's there. It's there.
like this game. I know I said I put it at the bottom of the pile myself, but it's got some good parts to it. It's just
go up to the tubes. Go up to the tubes.
these ones.
Press it on. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we gotta get stuff.
I want to
first.
I want to show the animations. There you go. Alright, we can carry on now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over where that music is horrific.
Yeah. A properly timed airlock as well.
Oh yeah, like that's the thing. This game has so many good things. It's just also got some really terrible ones. Also, I think I left something inside. Would we not?
Yes, there is a wheel inside.
Oh, why is it Q to pick stuff up?
I was not in charge of that. I have no idea.
I was not the developer for this one, so.
To be fair, I went into this prepared to say that it was easy to pick up.
Well, that's what I was pressing. Like, I was
Can't
sure
say
it was.
Construction system. Just saying, that's quite a cool thing as well.
I just want to see the rocket launch. Like, for me, that was one of the most beautiful parts of this whole game.
That is cool, isn't it? And the atmosphere change. I mean, we'll get into that one.
Oh,
if
yeah.
we get.
And to give
This
it,
one's more bearable than the other one.
it is.
I'll say.
It, like, none of the music's good, but it's better. This door is locked. You've got to walk up to it with the key card. It's just we never did anything with the key card after.
Oh, you got to put the cogs on instead.
Yeah. So this is what I mean by sort of my gripes with this. Like, most of this is not obvious. Like, you could so easily walk around and have no clue what you're meant to be doing.
That is true. But I would put this in the. Alright, I was wondering where that went then. I was
Me
about
too.
to say that might have completely muted my point. I was going to say, I'd put this more in like the exploration game sort of category. Sort of. Try dropping then, maybe that should work. Yeah.
Why is that E? Why is it Q to pick things up and E to interact?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Who was developing this
there
one?
you go. I thought it was you and Den, but
No, this was before I started developing in Unity. I was doing a lot of the Blender models and stuff like that.
Oh, hold on, we gotta show some off. Yeah, go on, put it in the tube.
Yeah, so this is what the tubes are actually. This is the other part, like getting things inside the tubes. But once they are in,
wiggle it about a bit. No, it's not quite in the trigger collider. You gotta wiggle it about a bit.
no,
Oh,
it
maybe.
was.
Oh,
It
fair
just
enough.
didn't work the first time.
Head back over there. I'll show you.
Like-
I'll be a living walkthrough. It's fine.
Okay, well, the thing was, we didn't know what we were trying to make with this game. Like, you say it's exploration, it was parts of it are meant to be puzzle. Like, part of our issue was we really had no direction when we were trying to, like, build it. We were just trying to cram in a little bit of all sorts. Alright, where does it go?
Take it outside. There's only one place where you can put this at the moment, but you've already put 2 things there.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
There you go. Put that on there. Grab that. Put that on the rotor.
Right,
Go.
so now
Pop it back.
we've got,
The
like...
best part of the game.
Oh, there's a
Oh,
certain
there's a
book
map
we
as well.
have to show people.
Go on.
Right, okay, here we go. I hope you're all ready to be amazed. If I can get up enough speed to...
Oh,
Okay,
it doesn't
now-
seem like a bug
oh,
to me then if
oh,
we can't execute it.
Oh! Okay,
This seems
no,
more
no,
like
no.
bad, right?
It's so badly coded. Woo!
Don't hop out, you'll regret
Yeah, I'm
it.
not gonna hop
You're gonna
out
have to
because there'll
restart
be...
the game.
But yeah, so if you try and get out of the vehicle while
It initiates a special ability called Time Stop, where it will freeze the rover in place and allow you to safely evacuate.
Mine's
or
points
you
out
can
that there is an oxygen limit, and you guys have been around for so long
Yeah.
already that
There is, but I don't know if it makes. I don't know if it works. That's why I haven't mentioned it yet.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
remember,
it does.
But I was gonna keep quiet until we found out.
Also, is this
I don't
one over? I know we put in like an Easter egg that of like a lot of our other game jam stuff in this one. Is this
I
what
think that-
this building is?
I'm 98% sure that one was out the boundaries. So if you can get to this one, then you should be good. Oh no,
Um,
the fact
oh.
that it's got a dog on top.
I'm gonna say it's got Doggo on. Doggo,
Yeah, it's
our
got Doggo.
long-standing. Why has it got a chimney?
Got a chimney. Don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Can't
Oh.
feel like I wasn't in charge of this bit.
What happened here?
Sandstorm.
Yeah,
go
it
with.
wasn't put down right. Having said that, the fire's quite nice.
It worked.
Yeah,
with the chimney.
these are all assets from our first game jam.
you're
I
the
mean-
one that put this bit together, John.
Yeah, you
Was I? I remember
Yeah.
asking to do it. I don't remember
We
if I
had-
did do it.
No, we had a debacle about this. A professional disagreement that we won't get into at the moment.
Oh, okay, we'll leave it at that, shall we? Talking of professional disagreements, what my biggest annoyance is with the map is that you can't see. It's unclear what way you're facing.
What were you facing? Yeah, fair enough.
Also, this rover is just.
I can go with you on the facing thing. Don't
No,
have to
other
log
than
it.
that, the map's good.
It's fine, yeah.
You
It's
say the
fine.
map's good
It
other
shows
than
what
that.
you need to know, I guess.
Yeah, my only
But-
real concern is like the only way of knowing which way you're sort of facing where everything is by trying to drive and do it, which combined with
Well-
the utterly terrible.
Well, the thing is, you can work out where you are initially because you got 2 of the little hub things. So you can work out where you are initially, but after that, once you've driven off, like once you come out of here, that's where it starts to get a little funky.
Yeah. Also, I keep having to turn around to bring my mouse in. Why did we forget to lock the mouse? I'm pretty sure that's like
Don't know
one
if
line
you
of
did, I
code.
think it just breaks when you're tabbing out.
I think this one. Who put me? I think this was Dan's puzzle, wasn't it? I think we've got a.
I don't remember, but I don't
Hey!
remember. I don't remember making it myself, so I'm gonna
I
I'm gonna
remember a
pronounce
little bit
responsibility.
about this one. It was meant to be like a flipping gravity thing originally, and Dan spent like 4 hours trying to get reversing gravity to work, and in the end he just gave up and made it. I'm pretty sure he referred to it as a
Oh, yeah, what?
basketball hoop shooter with a
Well, it's
turnip.
because whoever designed it wanted it to be locally inversed, didn't they? But that's just not something that is set up to do.
I'm still
Who
not
went with
sure
a
why we
turnip?
used a turnip.
I was just thinking that.
Like,
I mean,
I think
so what you got.
it might have
Probably.
just been because like you asked me to make a load of models for things like to fill the area with, even though the map is pretty barren.
Oh, hold on! No, get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out!
I'm out. I'm out.
Go over to the front of the rover.
Yeah.
Real-time reflections in the front of it. If you look in the side, you can. If you look in the side, you can see your own. Dude, you might be a little too low down. Yeah,
oh, that's brilliant.
Just really playing that I did my bit well angle.
The thing is, like, I still feel up and down about this game. Like, it had so much good stuff. I feel like our main issue with what went wrong with this game is because we didn't really plan what we were doing. So we've just, yeah, the driving is,
I think the car's just too light.
I don't know.
I don't have a high enough mass.
I've never really used a car stuff in Unity. I've poked or peeked once
I seem
or twice.
to remember us having quite a few issues with trying to make the car heavier, though. Like, we tried it and it kept on like ramming itself through the floor every time we went. There
you go. Get some.
Yeah, that's what I'm
See,
thinking.
exploration is what this is.
Also, you've just come to a dead stop where you get out. Like, so here we go. Oh, they're not grabbable, these ones.
Yeah, they are, I think.
Oh, okay. So it just took a bit of finagling. Yeah, as I was saying, like, I think our main issue with what we needed at this jam for all the bugs and that was we didn't know what we were trying to make. We didn't plan the game. So things just kept changing. We sort of like put in half-baked puzzles. Like, the terrain was meant to be procedurally generated, and then Dan kind of gave up after a while. Like, he got it to generate once and just stuck with that. We didn't know what we were going with.
Oh, we actually ended up using a program called L3DT to generate it in the end, which is a really good terrain generation program. I'll point out. I want to plug them because they're good. It's free software, I should point out. But yeah,
okay, I'll make sure I put a link in the description to that.
Yeah, it's really good for terrain generation and like texture generation and stuff, which is what we're using on this one for the texture as well.
Oh, this was meant to be like a parkour one, I think.
Glad that you said that, because I did not remember.
Parkour with our custom. I'm pretty sure we made our own player movement for this. Yep. Oh, I don't think this fits though. I'm pretty sure we had.
Yeah, don't worry. Put it in. Readjust it. It's the way that like the back end works. It will go. Eventually, it will go.
Are you sure you got all of them working? I know there was some stuff that wasn't quite finished in the end.
Yeah, they all share the same stuff. The bit that is causing the finagling here is the way that the trigger collider is set up on the actual thing to take it.
Ah!
It might just be time-wise. It might be better off just walking with it. Or actually, you could put it in the back of the rover and see if that works.
That seems like a terrible idea.
I don't think it'll work, but you could try.
I'm pretty sure they're both physics objects.
Well, the rover becomes a convex mesh while it's on the move. You can't have physics objects on a non-convex mesh. That's why it freezes in the air. Literally, we could have solved that rover thing if we had it so you just walk up to the back door instead of going in the back. But I didn't want to have it so you didn't go in the back. I wanted you to go in the back. So... now, if that's going to fly out, Or, well, there you go.
Okay. Well, for God's sake, walk back it is.
So the battery works because it's the rover has solar panels on it. Stop you just like being in the rover the whole time, and to give it like a little bit of give you a bit of a break from it. It has a battery that drains when you're using it, and it'll recharge when you're not in it. There's no like real benefit to it. It's just, I don't know. I guess it makes you think about it a bit more.
I really hope the oxygen system doesn't work.
It certainly is ticking down. I know the temperature doesn't.
I know the temperature does nothing. The battery, that all works properly, thankfully.
The temperature thing works in accordance with the weather system, doesn't it? The one that we came up with in the pizza shop waiting room and never mentioned again.
In the way of
that one. Hey, hold on, wait.
Wait, it needs to go in there, doesn't it?
No.
Where does it need to go?
Don't want to go on the rocket.
What, this bit? Where do I put it?
Pretty sure it goes on the rocket.
Oh. I did not know we could knock the rocket over.
Didn't know that either. Just slam it down there. Just drop it down, I guess. You've raised an interesting point there, which is it's got all of its red legs, but you haven't actually put the red leg thing on it yet. So I'm wondering if that one that you're seeing there is the working one that's enabled a little too early. Also, the robots make a noise when you
Oh, that might be a good point, actually.
Yeah. I'm not sure if to demonstrate it for for everyone at the game jam. The reason why you couldn't put it on just then, and the reason why this little Mario Hut probably won't go on there, is because I think it's like the done version. But we should at least explore the last area before we try that out. Is that
okay,
snap on? Yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh!
Yeah, I feel like I know. I feel like I know why that's. Okay.
What happens if it falls over?
It makes the cutscene very interesting.
Yeah.
Is the cutscene?
The applied.
Is the
it's
cutscene?
An applied.
Sorry,
nope.
come on. Is it applied force?
Yep. It's. But you can control it a little bit. You can control the angle that it flies up at. So technically, with enough skill, you could probably just about get that to launch.
Remember who's playing the game here.
Honestly, it's a good job we're not making this video as a display of our competence, isn't it?
Honestly, like this is why I think this was a bit of a low point for our jams. Not just for what we were making, but also as a team, we were not very.
But I want to say this specific part is because you didn't get in the row.
What is this music meant to be?
This one's particularly awful. Right.
Is it that green dot where we gotta be?
That's where the rover is. The map's rotated the wrong way. Bring up your map. Compare them two dots in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Neither Q or E are doing anything. Is it F or Oh, G brings up the main menu. What?
No, we had one. Oh no, you died.
Wait, what?
Oxygen starvation.
Ah!
Oh, better. The animation's on loop.
We'll repair the rover and go back. But then, seeing as the rocket's already in its finished state...
Yeah. That's fair enough, We can lock that bit out. Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
good God.
Well, we came sliding back into the video. That was the cut.
Beautiful.
Right, okay. So we figured out that the map is, in fact, rotated for some reason.
It's turned. What do the squares mean? It's like a number pad, is what I'm getting. But I don't know what numbers...
Is it press all the squares with white dots in them?
Oh, you know what? You might have a point, yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, but what is it we're pressing?
Just mash it. Just mash it on all of them.
Oh.
Oh.
My mouse went out the
Oh, okay. I thought it was just like lagging while it's doing something. Check on the back. Check on the back.
Hey! In all honesty, though, like, this is why I preferred Sight Waves to this, because while it had a lot less in it, like, it just felt like a much better game. Like, we had a bit of a story to it, the puzzles were a bit better, like, it felt a little bit more polished. Plus, we had that interesting mechanic in it. This just felt too many loose ideas that weren't put together properly.
Don't know what you're on about. This is one of the most polished games you've ever made.
But it looks beautiful.
The aesthetics and that are pretty much the only good thing about this game.
Just fine by me. People only need to see screenshots.
Okay, what button do we press to get in?
All of them.
It's E! Why
Oh,
are all
God,
the
you're
buttons... Why are all the buttons different? Also, is there like a way to go third person? I'm sure there was.
No, but you are
Why?
pressing the buttons to control it. You remember me saying before that
Oh!
crashing.
Uh-oh. Like,
Right, okay, come on, Jim.
it's the particle effect.
You're tipping, you go to the right, yeah. There you go. Alright, there you go, That's looking good, that's looking good.
There we go. Oh,
Tip right a little bit, right?
that's what I'm trying. But nothing's happening.
No, it's alright, keep on going. There
Yay!
You go.
Why does the menu show up twice? So, final thoughts for me personally, that was not one of our better games. Like, the aesthetics were absolutely beautiful, but the gameplay was poor. We didn't plan it very well. The puzzles weren't very intuitive. They made no sense. The world was too empty. We just should have planned it better. You two?
I agree with most of it. I think it's got quite a lot of charm to it, which I think some of the other ones that have done don't necessarily. Some do, some don't. I think for the ambitions that it set out to achieve, it did a pretty reasonable job. As reasonable as it was going to be. I think that's the thing. It was as good as it ever could have been.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. It does have sort of charm. Versus like Home is Where the Mech is. Like, I prefer that game, even though it doesn't quite have the same charm, just because its gameplay is better. It's more fun to play. It feels more complete. But I can see what you mean by it set out what it was meant to do. I'm not as sure with that bit, just because, like I said, I feel like we should have just planned it better. On the upside, while it might have been one of our weaker games, it does still have some good stuff. So, anyway,
Good backdrop for a start.
Pardon?
Good backdrop for a start.
Anyway, so this has been our first video on the series. So over time, we'll be looking at some of our other games as well. Hopefully, we'll be able to get Dan in at some point. So we'll look at ones like Sight Waves, which was our first one. Home is Where the Mech is, and some of our newer ones like Perpetrator. And what was the last one we did? Repair Robots? Yeah, Repair Robots. We've got
time one.
yeah, Time to Kill. That was a solid one, actually. That was a really good one. I think we also had some decent music in that one. Anyway, so we're going to leave it there, and we'll see you in the next video. Till next time, guys. Keep jamming.